Hey everybody, I am back in Posen, and although the benches are still empty, I do get a taste of flowers because guess what? The Netta's 2022 catalog has arrived. We've had to wait an extra month for this because there's some kind of paper shortage out there. So we were hoping to have this out sooner, but it's here now, and I wanted to give you a little peek at what's inside. Let's start right here on the cover where we're featuring some of the new varieties we're carrying this year, like the new Bee's Knees Petunia. This is the Durabloom Electric Lilac Petunia. This is an osteospermum, and it's called Zion Purple Sun. And this is one of the new caladiums we're carrying called Heart to Heart Bottle Rocket. And then this is a pentas called Star Cluster Pink, Helianthus, Suncredible Saturn. We've carried this one before. This is a verbena called Lavender Star. And then this is a new coleus from Proven Winners called El Brighto. So we wanted to give you some bright, colorful new additions here on the cover. And then once you go inside, we start right off with lists of plants that we think you'll find handy. So if you're someone who needs sun or shade plants, we've got a list of those. The vigorous one-pot wonders is what I called them in one of the previous videos. Those are going to be right over here. The pollinator-friendly ones. These are going to be especially good plants if you wanted hummingbirds, butterflies, other pollinators like bees coming to your garden. These are going to be a list that you're going to want to go for. The ones that love shade, because a lot of you are dealing with really shady spots. So we gave you a list of those. The deer resistant ones, I know that's kind of a problem for a lot of people. Drought tolerant ones, these are the ones that need a little less water, or you can kind of skip a watering and they will bounce back. So this is an important list. And then a lot of the plants that we carry are house plants. Now we don't exclusively focus on house plants, but we do have a lot of plants that will work as house plants. So we've got those listed here. Then we go right into some inspiration for some of your pots. So if you're bringing us pots that you want planted, you can go ahead and look at these to get ideas of plants that you might want to add. Or if you want to order them specifically from our Plant on Demand program online, it's right there. And then also another 2 pages. And then we get into the annuals that we're carrying. So we tried to list every plant that we're getting. Now, some of these we're going to find that there's going to be a cancellation. Other ones we're going to find that we've added to the list, or we got substitutions. So that's going to be up in the air. But this is going to give you a pretty good idea of the annuals that we're going to carry this year. And they're all in alphabetical order by variety. Now, when we get through those, then we start over here with our color combos. These are pre-made mixes that we're going to have either as hanging baskets or in pots that are going to be available. So kind of an interesting mix on these. So these are all the Proven Winner ones. These are going to be all hanging baskets. When we get to the next page, these are going to be all varieties that we'll be mixing in, and they're just some of our favorites. They're the ones that have been the most reliable. We talk a little bit about some of our self-watering pot options. So if you're someone who wants something that's going to water itself or need less watering, that's a good way to go. Something new we did this year, these are all different photographs of plants in action because we kind of felt like people needed to be able to see these plants in the garden. So we have them and then we labeled what kind of plant each one is. So this is always kind of a nice way for you to kind of get a feeling for what those plants are going to look like and help you decide which ones are right for the uses that you have. So we have quite a few of those. Then when we get into this area, we've got 3 different charts. The first one is going to tell you which ones can handle more cold versus less cold. So the ones that are down here are going to be the ones that you can worry about less in May when we have kind of frost warnings. You still have to protect them from frost, but they can get down really close to those low freezing temperatures and be okay. The ones up here can't stand any kind of cold at all. So it just gives you an idea of which plants, if you have to cover them when it gets cold, start with the ones at the top of the list and get those in the safest spot, and you can work out from there. We also have the ones that maybe need more fertilizer versus those that need less, because there are a couple of plants, especially down here at the bottom, that actually prefer either no fertilizing or maybe once a month during the season, if that. And then this list is how much water some of them need. So we have some really drought tolerant ones down here at the bottom. The ones that need a lot of water are going to be up there at the top. So that's kind of a nice way to look at that. Then we also listed all the perennials, or most of the perennials that we'll be carrying. It's not a complete list, but it gives you an idea of all the different types of perennials we'll have, as well as shrubs, fruit trees, and by fruit trees I also mean some of our fruit bushes, and then all the evergreens are listed on here as well. So a nice kind of mix. And then when you come here to the back, we are going to be carrying a couple of different vegetables this year and a watermelon. So some cucumbers and tomatoes. These are going to be just some things that we've added. And then we also have our schedule here on the back. So that gives you an idea of what's inside this catalog. So if you want to get your hands on one of these, just go to nettasnursery.com. We have a digital version available that is free, so you can download it and view it on one of your devices, or you can have us send you one. That'll cost you $10. It's available in our online store. You can also take advantage of a special deal that we have right now, where if you order a $100 gift card, we'll send you a free catalog with that. And that's while supplies last. And that's a gift card that you can either use online this spring, or you can use it when you do your in-store shopping as well. So it's a gift card that has, you can use it however, or you can even give it as a gift if you like. So lots of options there. So I do encourage you to take a look at this, because you will get so many ideas for your spring planting. And it also, with those little inspirations of kind of combinations and stuff, it'll hopefully give you some ideas for plants that you maybe never even considered. So it's really great. And I'm so glad it's here, because we've been waiting forever for this thing to arrive. So hope to see you guys all very soon. We'll be opening on May 2nd to the public, but the online store should be opening right around April 1st.